Okay, it is the 22nd of April today, as you can see by the little tag there. And what I did was we planted 2 grow beds of what's called Laurentian purple top rutabaga, and we're going to see how these grow. Never grown these before, but we should have 2 tubs. And I planted this pretty full, but this one over here kind of ran out of seed, so I spread them pretty thin. So we'll see how they grow. Okay, it is the 30th of April today, and as you can see, I planted this on the 22nd of April, and some of these plants are now starting to emerge. There's 1 or 2, and let's see if we can find another one. Yeah, there's another few right there, and another few right there. The rutabagas here are doing very, very well. I'm not sure, I don't remember off the top of my head how long it takes these to mature, but we shall see. There's another one. I've got 2 flats of rutabagas. So today is January 19th, and what I'm going to do is harvest these, well, some of these rutabagas. Now this is not it, it's this one and this one.
Now I've already harvested some out of these 2 tubs, and they're 11 months old now, and they've obviously overwintered. They're not as big as I would like, but I think that's because in the summer this greenhouse gets really hot, and that probably slowed down their growth a little bit. Now I'm gonna harvest a few of these right now, and you can see by the size of them that they're not quite as big as what you'd find on the produce rack in the grocery store. But for having, grown in the hot summer and overwintered, I think they're not too bad. They actually look pretty good for the way I grew them.
They taste, kind of like potatoes, and you can treat them like potatoes and cook them like potatoes. And but they have a lot less carbs than potatoes have. So, they're kind of a, there we go, let's try this one here. So they're kind of an interesting little plant, I guess, bulb. I guess you cut them up and cook them up like beets, sort of.
Now I meant to say that you cut them up like beets, and I like to slice them, and then you cook them, and then once they're cooked you can mash them or eat them sliced, and to me they taste and have the consistency of potatoes.
This is January, like I just said, January 19th today, and it's been well below freezing in here every night inside this greenhouse. Last night was 6 degrees Fahrenheit outside last night, and I think it got down to like 18 in here. But you can see these are still holding up. They're still okay. They don't look too healthy. It looks like they've been, they're not green is what I'm saying. Well, there's some of them that are kind of green, but they're keeping here, and I don't have to pull them out and put them in a root cellar or something like that. Anyway, we'll take them in and see how they are.
Okay, so here's what one of them looked like when I got all the skin peeled off. Now if you pick this up, it has the consistency of a beetroot, like I said. It's hard, kind of like a beet is. But if you slice it all up and put them in this little container like I've got and cook them up, boy, they taste just like potatoes, only a little more flavor than that. Now what I like to do is put a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of water in there and some spices and cook them in a microwave oven, and I think they're just delicious, and they're a real good substitute for potatoes if you're watching your carbohydrates.